We're live, I think. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So I just got a notification on thy phone, which I'm going to use again to check the chat more regularly instead of having to go to the fucking YouTube page and anything. So I'm gonna switch over to OG or whatever. So I'm gonna copy that link. I don't think many people are actually gonna join today because I'm doing it this early. Um, but I am gonna I already put the notification out there for YouTube and shit like that. So, gonna put it on the shill zone because I'm a horrible person. And they love me there. So yeah, okay. So today I'm gonna make a quick confession. I personally never beat um Deadly Premonition. I've always gone, I want to say, just past the like fuck where you meet like everyone like in the town hall and shit. But I've never like completed it myself. Now, I did watch the two best friends do it years and years ago, but besides that, never personally finished it myself. So hopefully we can get something done here. Hopefully. Let me check if the chat is open, if anyone's there. Okay, it's a conspiracy. I've never played it, so you're ahead of me in the game is. Hi, Bobfish. Uh, yeah, I'm just streaming it earlier tonight for a friend who hopefully should be in the chat at some point, hopefully. Or else I'm gonna feel muy stupid. I haven't seen any Let's Plays either. Oh, really? I'm sure you saw Alfred's review of it when you were still up. I don't think this game ever got an update. By the way, I added you as a friend on the fucking PS3. So in case you ever want to play any of that, what's online on the PS3? Fucking Army of Two. Hit me up. I typically only watch Let's Plays of games I only finish. Okay. Uh. Tell me if the sound is like off, because I know this game has terrible sound mixing. Hold on. Gonna assault that friend of mine. Ugh. Fucking, but I would say the PS3 is the one of the last generations of, well, was the basically the only generation of consoles where I actually actively played online, like competitively. Sounds all right to me. Okay, that's good. Personally, I'm just not a person that likes competitive online games. Don't mind co-op, but only do online co-op pretty much. Yeah. I don't know, I just don't like fucking competitive games that much. I usually only just play like single player games. And I think that's because I mainly grew up on that, because I had the original Xbox for the longest time. I got in 2003, but like basically it was my main console until like 2008. And even when I did have the fucking 360 before it like tanked, which was only like a year in its life cycle, I didn't have online for that either. So I'd only do like local co-op and shit with my cousin whenever he'd come over. Or I'll do multiplayer only if someone else nags me into it. Yeah. Like I could still have fun like playing local multiplayer games and shit. But like, yeah, I mean, like online multiplayer. But I'd say the only game that I'm still like, no emojis in YouTube. There's no real emoji. So you're not just gonna spam Kappa. By the way, hi, Creepy Realms. It's just a face. Did I ever tell you I was watching this cutscene once, and my, like, grandfather and my, like, half-brother came from fucking England, and for some reason I was playing this, and they walked in and were just kind of fucking staring at the TV screen while this was happening. It was the fucking, like, weirdest fucking thing. Hey, bae. Fucking, is that, what would you call that? Is that dithering? I don't think it is, but like the way the fucking grass looks from a distance hurts my eyes. Bunny walked in on me watching porn in Yakuza 0. Ooh. Ooh, no. You might be timed out. What do you mean? There, not anymore. Need to calm down. Chat timed me out for for spamming. Ooh, you such a bad boy. Oh god. I think this was like, besides Heavy Rain, like the only fucking like game that was really interesting enough to stream, because for some reason my PS3, although it has like a good library, there's just a lot of mainstream kind of dude bro games on here. The aforementioned Army of Two, Call of Duty, World at War, Call of Duty, Black Ops, fucking not Spec Ops The Line so much. Do have Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2. Sleeping Dogs, which I've only played literally once in my life. I think dithering is when texture loads in the background and stays in the memory in case it's needed again. Oh. I know what they, that, like, fucking, the dithering effect on the Saturn is when they can't do real transparencies, so they just put a bunch of holes in the fucking textures. Black Ops The Line is a spectacular game. Yeah, no, I like it, but... Don't you love that FPS drop in, like, a PS3 game? No, actually, I don't. Is there any way I can, like, start a new game? Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll just fucking load it. Is there... That's when I last played this game? The game looks like a billion, has like a billion intro cutscenes. Hey, Space Cowboy! Okay. Getting all the cool people on my stream. So yeah, no, Spec Ops The Line is a good game. I'm just trying to think of all the fucking games I actually have out here. I have Oblivion on the PS3. I have like, okay, I have like 4 copies of Oblivion, and I don't even fucking like the game. I own it on the PC because I wanted to do more Oblivion, which never panned out. I own 2 copies of Oblivion on the PS3. One of which was given to me by fucking my cousin, who used the game disc as a coaster, like fucking Dark Souls 2. And another version on the 360.
Yes.
Oh look, it's our intro cutscene. Yeah.
You've been waiting.
It's also an FMV, which they added in later. Because it's of a slightly higher quality than the base game.
Story is very strange and very nasty, but somewhat nostalgic. Do you think you can be a good girl and
I like cutscenes in games. I play too much MGS.
Is it a scary story?
You have good taste.
But it's also a very important story. If you don't want to hear it,
Like I've said this before, and I'll say it again.
Different story.
I think that Metal Gear
No, I wanna hear
Solid
it.
fucking Legacy Collection is one of the best
way,
bundles
I
of
won't be
games
scared.
out there.
Will you turn on the TV then?
I mean, yeah, but this game
Leave
has.
the sound down.
But this is one has 3 intros. It takes 15 minutes again to gameplay.
Now, listen.
Could be worse. It could be an hour-long end
This is
cutscene.
important. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
Might as well watch a movie. More like might as well play a David Cage game. Oh! Shenmue has the right to take 15 minutes because it is Shenmue. You're right. Okay, now time to actually play the game. At a substandard frame rate.
Could you wait just a little longer?
This won't take long.
Did you climax upon burning David Cage? Hell yeah. That's the only way I can get off anymore. The voice acting besides those kids is actually not that bad in this game, surprisingly. Like, oh god. Was the frame rate really this bad originally? Widescreen.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
Did you guys ever see the fucking...
It's about
Yeah, this game is so much of a Twin
to
Peaks
get
ripoff. I love it.
started.
It was more of a ripoff originally. I was gonna say, like, did you guys ever see like when the beta footage of this game when it was called like Rainy Woods, and they straight up had the dwarf from Twin Peaks in it instead of the kids? There's a Twin Peaks game
Zach.
officially in development right now for VR.
Zach,
I might try that out, but honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. I fucking hated season 3.
if you can hear my voice, could you respond?
David Lynch is just not, I rag on him all the time in these streams, but
To sleep. Zach, don't be surprised.
half of his movies
Crying
just
took place out
well
in
no
the
yeah, I would say 75% of his movies just fucking piss me
Let's take it
off.
slow. Okay, Zach?
Swear's always been upfront about it. Yeah. Was season 3 bad? I fucking disliked it,
Sure, that's one way of looking
but
at
I
it,
just dislike
but it's totally
David
wrong.
Lynch's style. It was primarily the thing with season 3 is that's primarily David Lynch directing it, and it feels very much
Listen,
Lynchy.
they both
So if you
need
like
each other. It's called
Mulholland Drive
interdependence, and they both know it.
and fucking Lost Highway, you'll love season 3.
Yeah, I know. He does
I
terrible
fucking
things to
hate
Tom.
those films.
Nasty, even sadistic.
I feel like they were a
But
waste
that's
of my
fine,
time.
As long as that's what Tom wants.
And I just fucking hated
He's
season
always
3.
asking for it. It's partner's job to fulfill that need.
See, I've
and
heard
Jerry
that.
knows
That being said, Space Cowboy, and I've watched the first season of TP to confirm it.
Well,
and
in
I
the
see the
Tom and Jerry
resemblance, but I
show,
feel
they
like
live
they're
with each
different.
other.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Jack, I can't believe the Bureau still can't get me a satellite phone.
I love how he's using a fucking laptop
These puppies
while
are making me
driving
go to another town in the
and on his
Bluegrass
phone.
again.
And oh, I
Well,
like Lynch, but I've only ever
happy
seen Twin
camper.
Peaks from what
That's a big
so what
waste
I
of
can
time.
say.
At the very least, it'll get me friends.
What makes Twin Peaks
Right, Zach?
decent, as opposed like the first 2 seasons decent, as opposed to the rest of fucking
Perpetrator
Twin
from the
Peaks,
last case
is that there were other
was
people
something.
working on it, and there was a studio holding him back.
Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into your
In
nails?
Twin Peaks, I always kind of expected something supernatural to happen, but it never came. It's just that vibe, I guess.
At least I know how to
I
start
think
to
you
show
should
off.
watch season 2 if you want that.
See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women, they're crazy.
There are actually some
Don't you
David
agree,
Lynch
Zach?
films I like. I think The Straight Story is good. I think The Elephant Man is pretty good, even though I don't think he had. He was a director, but I don't think he had as much creative control as he does with other things. And surprisingly enough, I like Eraserhead, because I feel like everything after fucking Blue Velvet was David Lynch trying to be fucking David Lynch. Twin Peaks is probably my favorite show. I have no interest in his other works now that you mentioned that about season 3. I might not watch it. No, you actually might like it. I just fucking really disliked it. I'll stick to my Japanese cartoons core in the house. Really? Maybe I do need to watch season 2. Also, Realm's back at it again with those outdated memes. Oh, shit. You burned him like David Cage. Fuck, I didn't even mention the monkey squirrels. You guys heard that, right? Fucking Creepy Realms is being, as they say, dabbed upon on the stream.
They're good in a civilized world.
I'm just kidding. Is this stream just burning people now? I don't know, I just went on like a tirade about David Lynch. Look, I'm usually never up this early. So weird things are bound to happen. Well, up this early on the day off. I'm usually up at like fucking 7 at least when it comes to like a fucking school college day. I can never have enough roasting of Cage Man. Speaking of the Cage Man, I saw Mandy, which had Nicolas Cage. It was decent. I'm not gonna say it's not bad, but besides visual flair, I feel like that was just another revenge film. All the unpopular opinions tonight. Do I have these on me, or no? I do. I'll roast you, baby. Okay. I should use my gun because it is infinite. Okay, yeah. L1. Oh yeah, just phase right through the sound mixing. So I do know this one thing about this game is that there are a whole host of I'll roast you, baby. Actually, digressing a lot. I haven't just seen Durf's Deadly Premonition video. I was in it. Yeah. Yeah, you were the coffee cup, weren't you? Okay. On here, right on this PS3 right now, I have a fucking file list of some of the videos I saved onto my PS3, because for some reason back in like 2013 for 2014, I fucking started saving fucking videos on my PS3. And for some reason, I just have a fucking file of them. So someone reserved his videos, and I am that man.
Looks like we're being welcomed. Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
Yeah, there are a whole host of problems in this version that aren't present in the original 360 version. Most glaring of which is one of the intro cutscenes with the water. And I'll point it, you'll fucking notice it. And I don't think they ever patched this game after release, so we have just shitty frame rate and, you know, terrible sound mix and just bad. It's not good. Not a good port, but you know what? It does contain some extras, so yeah. Oh, by the way, so recently, Frictional Games, the guys who did Soma and Penumbra and Amnesia, recently did an update for Amnesia, and personally, I never liked Amnesia when I first played it. I thought it was too easy because there was a fucking... Every time you got killed, the monsters despawned. And for a game that tries to build up atmosphere, that's one way to really fucking kill it. Zobe Bebe is having a hard time getting to sleep. Oh no. Well, you know what you must do now. Put her to sleep. But, no, but what was I saying? Yeah, but recently they patched in a hard mode that removes the autosaving, which means monsters won't despawn. I've never been fond of FPS horrors. I like older games with tank controls. I have weird taste. Dark Descent is sort of overrated. Yeah, no, it is. And, no, I agree with you. I fucking love, older horror games, but something interesting happened with Amnesia is that they put in a hard mode. They got rid of the auto saves, right? So monsters don't despawn. You actually have limited resources. Now you actually need tinder boxes to save, and you need 3 of them. So it's like ink ribbon. So I don't know. I'm going back into it now. And hopefully that will make the game a better experience. Hopefully. Oh, God, wait. Okay. Also, okay, by the way, in this version, he doesn't fucking say the line, or at least it's very muffled. Or it's like, headshot. Good job. He said it all the time in the Xbox version. I feel like FPS horror games are so overrated, oversaturated and easy to make now, that really needs to be special to be good. Yeah, no. I'm not in disagreement with you guys either on this one, but I just find it interesting that they updated it to at least try to make it more spooky. Especially after it came out 8 years ago. Soma's my favorite fictional games because the story was more absorbing. Okay, Soma's actually, if you guys have Humble Bundle, is going for like $6 with a bunch of other games. I'd recommend checking it out.
It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical
It's $6. The bundle comes with like Lisa and stuff like that. Lisa, the painful RPG. So yeah, pick it up.
Fun because of the mysteries.
Gameplay was mad though. The monsters were just an irritation. That's why they added the safe mode, I believe, so they can just focus more so on the story than anything. Which is really where Soma shines. I just got Soma for free on Twitch Prime. It's been interesting so far. I think I may be logging up, guys. See you on Sunday, maybe. have a busy day. I'll see you, Space Cowboy. What was the line in fucking Cowboy Bebop? So long, Space Cowboy. Or whatever. Fuck it. I don't remember. You know what you should do, Creepy Realms, right? You should stream after my stream. It could be like a follow-up. It's like a bad Nigel Thornberry impression. So, another interesting factoid about this game is that in the original game there is a difficulty meter. And in this game there isn't. And that's because originally Swery didn't want there to be any fucking combat. He thought it was a terrible idea. And he was right. He wasn't wrong about that. This combat is kind of just tacked on. So now when you play this game on the director's cut, you're always playing it on easy mode. So you can always rush through it. That's why I like these weapons just one-hit kill enemies. Okay. What were we talking about earlier? Fucking yeah, no, back down to the subject of Twin Peaks season. Oh, what, have you heard about Swear and Suda working on a game together, maybe? He has 2 games in development right now. That I know of. He has The Missing, which I think literally just came out, or is going to be out real soon. And he has, A Good Life, or The Good Life, which I actually backed on Kickstarter. And they both seem interesting. I know more about The Good Life than I do, what's it called? The Missing. However, I'm just glad that he's making more games. They might be, like, they might play like ass. They have a lot of heart in them. A lot of ass heart. If that's, like, a fucking phrase. But, no, I think a perfect mix would be Suda and fucking Swery. Isn't there like a fucking QuickTime event or some shit that's like really fast? It's been like a year or 2 since I played this game last. I did get the PC version at one point, but I don't think it works on this cutscene. I mean, on my new PC. At least I haven't tried to get it to work because patching the fucking PC version of this game is annoying. Jeez. Deadly Premonition is certainly interesting. I don't hold it as high as somebody like Welcome to Greenvale does. It'd be interesting to see what else Square can pull off. I wish he was able to finish off D4. Yeah, don't play the PC version. It crashes like every other hour. There were a lot of good ports of console games to the PC during the early 2010s, like this and Dark Souls. Ah, shit. I think I might die here. Yep. What was that? What was that music? Devin can't do QuickTime events confirmed. If you want to see a good review on this game, you should check out the Creepy Realms video on it. It's pretty mwah, if I do say so myself. See that? I'm shilling for you. Growing your subscriber base. Ah, did it. Love that untextured model. How can we know the killer is if he's untextured? Ugh. God. That thing is like 45 minutes long. I was thinking of the CFC review. He does long form reviews longer than I'd be willing to do. I don't know, I find I struggle to actually make my reviews a decent length, or like past 10 minutes, honestly. I feel like I kind of just summarize everything in a decent fashion and just wrap it up quickly.
There's definitely
I'm not
something in this
good
town.
at doing the nitty gritty.
You feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Nice echo.
Yesterday morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign. It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
I'm most likely gonna try to finish up the script today for my next video. It's going well. It's I think I'm trying to get trying to name it the main theme of the video. So far I've just gone to that. Jesus. Sorry I'm like out of it today. I'm just gonna keep running until he like turns into a zombie. Another question is, will I be exhausted after the cutscene?
Now you were very late. I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent, Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George, he's the sheriff.
Still a better love story than Alan. There's the water. There it is. Beautiful,
If you don't mind me asking,
untextured
did you
water.
walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all.
It's a better love story than Alan Wank. I still don't think that game should have been fucking pulled like it was. I mean, I know it's copyright laws and shit.
She's easy on the eyes.
Have they put anything out saying
Definitely
whether they'll
worth a
put it
trip
back
to the
on
primitive
after they like
By the way,
redo the
don't
music or
mention
some
anything
shit?
about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho. Don't want that, do we, Zach?
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
FBI Special
Yeah, 'cause
Agent
that fucking
Francis York Morgan.
Game got like yanked
Please, just
off the
call me
fucking
York. That's what
face of
everyone
the
calls me.
earth. I like that Alan Wake's atmosphere though.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a
I
small
never
town
finished
homicide?
Alan Wank.
Let's just say it's a personal interest in killers of
Although I
young
do
women.
like Remedy games.
I'm always looking for new
unlike
sample
Bobfish.
cases to
I
help me with my
fucking
profiling.
love the first two Max
Both
Payne
are
games,
superior
specifically Max Payne
with each
2.
other.
Max Payne 1's aged a bit.
You can remain in command. You don't
Quantum
have a
Break.
problem with this, do you?
eh.
No problem.
I feel like I enjoyed the plot
Just want to set things
of
straight.
Alan Wake more
Our
than I
small
do
town has
the
its share of
gameplay, but the gameplay is so fucking
I'm
bare
the one
bones.
fixing them one by
It just
one
kinda
and maintaining
drags everything
peace and
down.
order. You can have your
I mean, the game's
profiling
like
sample,
visually beautiful and everything.
but I need
It's
you
one of
to
the best
understand
looking
that.
games I've played. But the gameplay was just so average.
By the way, George, I had a
And the
little
way the
accident
game
with
ended,
my car.
I'm not gonna spoil
Could
fucking
you send someone
Quantum
to take
Break
care of it?
for you guys.
Oh, and my
I mean, I'm
clothes and
pretty
luggage
sure
are still
Bobfish
inside.
finished it. But
All
like,
right, don't worry.
I'm not sure if you have the
I'll get my
creepy
assistant
realms,
Thomas
but like,
to take care of it.
it it has like the most fucking
Do you need anything
ending.
else?
Thanks.
They do have that new game coming out though. That kind of looks interesting.
Well
Fuck.
then, I think I'll rest up
It's like
first at the
it was
hotel.
like it's not a state of mind. It's
Then I'll
something
join
else.
you on your investigation.
Don't know how to say that. We really don't need your help. Unlike some of your corrupt city police officers, I play it by the book. I hope you'll come to appreciate that, Agent Morgan.
Do you guys know which one it is?
And we'll handle the investigation.
What the-
You
what the
just think
fucking
of this
new,
as a vacation.
Remedy game
Take
is?
it easy.
I showed it off
Enjoy
at
the
E3.
nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the
My biggest
wild.
problem with Quantum Break was the brain dead protagonist. I don't remember what the protagonist in that game
Let's
fucking
reassess the
did.
situation. There are no cavemen here. We're as far forward as the Middle Ages.
I think
And
I
we've
swear to God
just
I beat
met
that game the
king.
same day I got it. Because it was like my first current gen game. And I got it bundled with my Xbone, which is a limited edition, a white Xbone. But even being too thick skull to understand how time works was one thing. I would say I should go back and replay it just to see that, but that means actually playing Quantum Break again, which is the most boring part of Quantum Break. I don't mind bad gameplay if the story is really good, but the story in Quantum Break, although good, isn't that good. No, I'm not watching that. But there are about 5 times where we were told that the time machine was moved to the office building twice. Dick Sandwich even does this
broken.
himself twice. And is still
Been
shocked
using that one
when
for a
he
long
sees it at the end.
time.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get it repaired? This TV is important to you, right?
It's got some memories attached to it, sure. I used to watch movies on this.
I think your
thing
memory
with
of
your
Quantum
grandma
Break is
all
better
the
than
time.
mine.
Grandma liked movies?
Of course she did. Everyone loves movies, right?
I love movies too. I've never been to a movie theater though.
Fucking York is literally just sweary projecting himself into a game. And yes, I am. Okay. I'm not too good at blocking out past traumas. Was it really that bad for you? 'Cause to me, it was just boring. My psyche doesn't protect me like that. I would say it's better than most David Cage games. I mean, that's not saying much, but I still remember those to some degree. I just find Quantum Break just kind of, eh.
Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath. Hurry. Like this. Cover your mouth.
Aw. What I really need is a fucking HDMI capture card, but they're still expensive. I think I just need to like save up and shill the money for it, but like, god damn. You'd think after like I want to say like 10 years of them being on the market, they would kind of die down. So it's just about everyone has like an HDMI TV and shit. And all consoles required, so you think like the market would be oversaturated with them. But no, they're still pretty fucking expensive. Because I kind of want to record some Wii U games at some point. Because Fatal Frame 5 is on there. And I want at some point want to do a full review on it. Because I have some opinions about it.
Who are you?
I think it's just because like a lot of the thing is with like the PS4 and Xbox One, I don't really need a capture card for those. They have actually a pretty decent DVR selection. The Xbox One being worse. I'll Wii on you, baby. Banned. You're banned from the stream. No, but like, in all seriousness though, it's not so much like I need it for the current gen games, but it's more so the fucking 7th gen. Like PS3, Xbox, 360, and although the Wii U is current gen, technically, it still requires like a HDMI cable. It doesn't have a DVR thing.
Zach, the symbolism in my dreams continues to intensify. A forest of red trees. A carpet with red leaves. A strange doll. And twin angels. But that child is what bothers me the most. I swear I've seen him before. I just can't remember where.
What other games do I have on the PS4?
Well, it'll probably come back to me eventually. For now, we need coffee.
LA Noire, and Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Although I
Let's
only
head to the
own
cafeteria,
2.
Zach. I hope they have
Physically,
some real
and
coffee.
the first one digital.
I really need some coffee. Then we can head to the sheriff's office. There's a proper procedure for everything, right, Zach?
Go with the 70s suit. Gotta save. Although the fucking Slim doesn't crash as much, and I think has better visual output on HDMI. I wish I had one of those PS3s that could actually play PS2 games. Mirrors in my video game. This game has some weird details in it, honestly. Like, the character models and texture work looks like shit, but for one, they put characters under blankets, tie physics, and fucking mirrors, which a lot of fucking games still don't do to this day. What would you record anyways? On the Wii U or just in general? On the Wii U, as I said, I wanted to do Fatal Frame 5 and Zombie U. What's it called? With the current, like, PS3 and Xbox, just better picture, honestly. I mean, the AV
Good morning,
ain't
Mr.
necessarily
Morgan.
bad.
Your breakfast is ready for you.
The image could be a lot better. Also like to do a video on fucking Demon Souls at one point, because that's my favorite Souls
Thank you,
game.
Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
Well then,
Sorry, I was
Thank
eating
you,
some
Paul.
dinner.
I'm starving.
I have a Hogpog HD PVR2. How much does that go for?
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
I'm assuming it goes
Yes.
over
It's delicious, Polly.
$100.
My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests. Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
There.
What's that? The salt's in that white shaker there.
Demon
Thank
Souls.
you.
I never played that one.
I was wondering
It's
if there
personally
were
my
any
favorite
other
Demon
guests
Souls.
or workers
It's
here.
around
Oh,
130
no,
when I got it.
no one
It's
else.
100 now.
My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since
Maybe.
then.
I just gotta save up more.
Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's nice. Polly, it might help to hear you
That would
better
make for
if
a
you
good
could
stream.
sit a little closer.
Oh my, Mr. Morgan, you're embarrassing me. So early in the day, too. I think I'm a little too old for you.
And I still love my departed husband. May God rest his soul. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table
Why is there
and
a dick on the table?
cafeteria.
Why wouldn't there
We
be?
have to make use of all this space.
What kind of
Now tell me,
fucking
that wound on your
family
face,
hotel
what
would have
happened?
one?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on.
You've apparently
I'm sure
never
it'll
been to
heal.
the
It's just a
Midwest.
flesh wound.
Oh my, well, there's no need to be the tough
just
guy
the West?
here. I want you to be able
just the
to
US in
relax
general?
here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous
we
rock
always
star
keep
once
phallic
stayed in the
symbols on our
same room,
tables.
you know.
Really? I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in any way I can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
No.
What is it, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, nothing. I just said that these bacon and eggs are the very best I've ever tasted.
Oh, really?
Judges
You
everyone
flatter
for
me
everything.
again.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up.
But who
you
judges
just
the
take
judge?
it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though. I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
I am the law. Here comes the infamous FK in the FK. In the FK. Can't argue with that logic. I mean, can try, but when he's right, he's right.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails. Now then, let's get going.
I wonder if the animators ever just kind of knew that this was a fucking super duper fucking... I mean, they knew it was cheap and whatnot, but I wonder who looked at that and said, yeah, that's fine. There's code physics on this and everything. Actually, I remember that being a problem in the fucking PC version. You had to, like, at least for me, I had to install, like, different drivers of fucking PhysX, NVIDIA PhysX. You know, speaking of fucking games on the PS3, I sometimes forget, right, that there is a fucking HD version of Code Veronica out there. And the only thing I remember about it is that they fucked the controls. And it's ass to play. Bunny went to the platform 9 and 3 and 4 yesterday. What did you? It's like a new jazz dance move. And they never ported it to PC, and on the PS4, when you try to buy Code Veronica, you have to buy the fucking PS2 version. I had to install a lot of stuff to get it running decently. I installed a game that was supposed to unlock the resolution at FPS, but I don't think it ever actually ran at 60 FPS. My game ran at anywhere between 50 to like 20 a patch. Not sure what did the Premonition. Yeah, that game needs to be patched. For fucking... like, patched up the ass just to get it to work on the PC. He details it in his video, which you can watch on his channel. Check it out.
Police car.
Well, unlocked at 60 FPS doesn't mean your rating hits 60 FPS. Judging by how this game was optimized, I don't think anyone could reach fucking 60 FPS for this game.
A pleasant surprise,
And if you can, you're just a liar.
Let's take it for a spin.
It's a very poorly optimized game.
I have to tell you, Zach, this place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values.
Wow.
Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
I could finally hit 60 FPS, 60 frames in Crisis. Oh yeah, oh, speaking of 60 FPS. How do I... There we go. Yeah. I remember in the PC version, I could be mistaken, but don't the cars just fucking take off at like from 0 to 100 instantly? I just remember them being a nightmare to handle. I love speed effects.
So, Zach, about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays. You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello. It's really awful, but for some reason I still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in 95. The 87-minute-long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. But that was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it. I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together. I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
I'm not sure if this was a fucking dream that I had once, but I remember... Okay, so, when I was younger, I used to watch a bunch of, like, movies. Like, movies that I wasn't really... I shouldn't have been watching at the time. Like, when I was 5 and 6. Like, I watched, like, The Fog, John Carpenter's The Fog, every other fucking day. Same with The Hollow Man for some reason. Not sure why. But I don't know, I found it cool. But there's this one movie, and I think it was called The Gate or something, and it was like, okay, I saw a trailer for it recently, but I swear to God, for the longest time I thought it was like a fucking fever dream nightmare. And it was kind of like The Goonies mixed with fucking with like a fucking Italian horror film. It was like creepy. It's like about these kids that realize that like I think it was like lightning strikes a tree, right? And there's this hole in their backyard, and they realize it actually like fucking goes straight to hell, and like they're attacked by these fucking claymation demons and shit. So weird. But like I haven't seen it in years, and I just remember it being fucking creepy. It was like a kid's film, but like it had like gore and shit like that. Has anyone seen that film? Are there any decent settings available? Pretty much. Unless they still have an obsession with desaturating everything. The game's a tiny bit loud. Okay. Let me... don't remember. I do remember something like that. Okay, yeah. It was... I think they were, like, in a house in, like, California or something. It looked like my uncle's house, like, where he lived. But a lot of houses look like that out here in the West. But... SE volume. It was just... I just remember it being really creepy. I remember the hole. Yeah. After this, okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna open up for this movie. I'm gonna play it here. Then I'm gonna get copyright striked. Fucking... The Gate, I think it was called. Yeah, The Gate. Yeah. New presentation. Wait, no. That's first. Okay. Let me just... Is there a way to turn sound on this? I've never, like, switched over to something. Okay. And I'm just gonna... I'll just remove this. Is there a way I can, like... Let me just fucking turn this down. Okay. So yeah, no, here's... Sorry I'm going off on like a fucking tangent here. No, Windows Live, a movie... Fucking... Not Windows Live.
There is a passageway to the most evil place you can imagine.
What? Is it not recording this? Okay. Bad source. Screen capture, fucking...
A gate.
Huh. It's like not showing up. Odd. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. It wasn't that important anyways. Bad source. Capture smart selection. I'll fucking send you guys the link after this. Okay. What's the chat saying? Black screen, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I saw that on my end. Which is odd.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Bob Fish Almighty sent a message. To who? What's happening? What happened while I was gone? To me? Where? Oh. I wasn't paying attention to the fucking screen. Like this. Oh. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Hi. There. Now we'll never know what the gate is. Went on a really long fucking tangent for something that didn't even show. What if the movie's haunted and it wouldn't allow me to show it to other people? What if it's like a spooky pasta?
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular.
You know all about
Don't you
this.
agree, Zach?
Help me, what do I do? I'm gonna see child actors from the 80s, but they're gonna be covered in blood. And be like, ooh, watch the haunted VHS tape. Now you perish. Then who was phone? Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan.
Nice
We've been
shout out to
expecting you.
2010.
I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then,
The Korean remake
York.
of Rem-
I believe I owe
Ring-
you a
There's a
thank you for
Korean
retrieving
remake?
my belongings from my car.
Really?
Thanks.
I mean, I know the Koreans tend to
just doing my job.
take
I
some source material for Japanese stuff, like
I wanna help
they're
do
remaking
everything I can to help
Jinro
the investigation.
and fucking
just
fucking
can't
Old
believe
Boy
Anna
is
was
based off
murdered.
a Japanese manga.
She was such a bright,
Although it's better
and lovely
than the
girl.
manga.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town.
Often has
I'm
Ring
sorry.
been remade now.
It's
I
just
guess
that
it's the third one.
this is the first really big case
The
I've
Ring
ever
virus. So it's a.
I
Is
understand.
it a
Just
remake
try
or
to
an actual
relax.
sequel? 'Cause that's an odd.
Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Okay, if I remember correctly, the one we need is downstairs. The Korean film was about 2 years after the original. It's a remake, but distinctly does something interesting. I gotta check that out now. It's been a while since I actually saw a fucking good... What is it? It's not that one. It's been a while since I've seen like a really good like Asian horror film. Actually trying to think of the last one I saw. It's like in one of these jail cells. Yeah, it's this one. Quite like me some Korean films. Yeah, they make good films. I enjoy me some Korean dramas sometimes, but I think that's because me gay. But still. Castaway on the Moon is really good. If you've ever seen that one. I thought One Missed Call was okay. That one is like a newer one though. That's not a new movie at all. Isn't that like 10 years old or something? It tends to be a lot more character driven, which appeals to me more. Yeah. I love my 20s. Yes. Fucking, what was that one about? I think it was Chaser. I swear we talked about it once.
You found the key.
That is a good like thriller.
That's the right one?
And it's technically based on a true story.
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so
yeah, the
please
Chaser.
go to the meeting room.
About the guy who like fucking
Okay,
murders people.
I'll be waiting
with,
for you.
Like, what was it, railroad spike?
Well,
Yeah.
Zach, we just got here
About
and
the
we've
serial
cracked
killer.
a big case already.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently
The
graduated from
LFC
high
is
school
also a
this
good
year.
one.
Her
That one
dream
came out
was
in like
to move out to the
2010,
city and become a
2011.
model. But for the time being, she was working
Murders,
in the A&G
prostitutes,
diner
yeah, I think
here
that
in
was it.
town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in the lumber mill when she was a child.
If you haven't seen the LFC though, I'd recommend watching that one.
Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
To the damn
A
fine
normal
film.
life
Yeah.
is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh?
It's been
No.
a while
No, I take
since
that
I've
back.
seen a good Asian horror
All
film.
of them can't be
Now
as
that I
bad as
think about
him. And some
Yeah.
should have better manners.
Huh.
This is
It
a
is.
good biscuit.
'Tis the season, guys. I mean,
tasted a biscuit
it is
this delicious.
October, so that
Where in
means
town
it's
can I
spooky
get these?
ween.
Well,
Try the
actually,
ring virus. I gotta check that out
I-
now.
well, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits.
Not
I
a
like to know.
Korean film,
The
but there
balance of
is.
milk and
There's
butter
a
you've achieved.
Japanese found footage film that came out in like
Agent Morgan,
2004. It's
the
like
autopsy's ready.
Naoi the
You are
Curse,
welcome to accompany me to the
which is
Greenvale
actually a
General
pretty
Hospital.
good one.
Emily,
it
you
came
come
out
too.
like before
Thomas,
found footage films
stay
became
here and tidy up these
super
files.
big.
Yes,
like
sir.
after
We're going to use
Cloverfield
the
and
car
shit.
outside. Let's get going.
Perfect Blue.
You might think this is just a small town police investigation, but our
Tristan was
inspections are
talking about
thorough
that in
and
the last
solid.
stream. It's
I'm hoping
apparently
you
showing
won't
in
slow
some
us down.
theaters. I think that one might be free on be on YouTube. Naoi or Perfect Blue or The Ring Virus? Which one are you guys talking about? That's on YouTube. Yeah, it is. Nazakute has a German version for free. Bunny just said the same thing. Yeah, The Ring Virus. Okay. Yeah, after the stream, I'm checking that out. Unless the Creepy Realms decides to stream some more Silent Hill. Or in case Bobfish decides to stream some Yakuza. Or something. Hey. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Some movies just spread by fucking word of mouth. If I stream, it's gonna be a little later. Not sure yet.
The
What
Greenvale
was I
General
gonna say?
Hospital is down the road
Nice
by the
echo.
lake. It's too far to walk.
I was
Come on,
planning on starting.
get in the
yeah,
car.
you want me
If
to
I'm riding in a
rate
car,
as
George,
you
I
s-
prefer to be
as
the
I saw your
driver.
tweet.
Can you provide a car for me?
Ooh.
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
You don't even know how to
Sorry.
get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll
Guys,
ride
I
with you.
gotta ask you something.
I
Have
want
you
to keep
guys
an eye
ever
on you.
fucking bought a game
Fair
from
enough.
Limited Run? Cause recently I did first
Just
time.
one thing,
Not
Agent
because
Morgan.
I'm
Your
trying to
involvement
collect
in this
anything,
case
but
is
I
limited.
wanted to get like a
That
physical
means
copy
you don't
of
have to
a
learn your way
horror
around town.
game. How long does it take for that shit to like be manufactured? Do they have to
George,
wait until
we
all
better
of them
get
are sold
moving.
out?
The hospital
or...
closes at 2100.
Or do they have like a limit? Because I got like Narcosis. A mate of mine buys stuff from them constantly. I've never
Agent
felt the
Morgan,
need
get us
to
there quickly, but drive
because
within
a
the
lot of their
speed limit.
games don't
Just because
appeal
you have
to
a
me.
badge
And I
doesn't
feel
mean
like
you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
God, this fucking echo.
Just need to get the
A lot of those
autopsy
games
results.
Agent York isn't accustomed
appeal
to the
to like
town
a
yet.
collector
Little
mentality to
slack.
people. Yeah, I mean, of course, but I mean, more so to people who want to just own games for the sake of owning them rather to play them.
Well,
I
then,
just want to
Agent
get
York,
this
let's get
particular
going.
game on
Sure.
a physical copy.
Sounds good.
I in general just prefer owning games on physical media. I mean, there's kind of been less of a reason to this generation because it feels more like the games are just access keys to play them rather than fucking actually being stored on the fucking disc itself. If you know what I'm saying, because you have to install it and shit, and I mean, I'd still rather own it than digital, but like,
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time,
each has their
Don't you
benefits,
get
though.
lonely flying all over
I
the
just
country
feel like
alone?
when it comes to digital
Say
and
I've never
physical
felt
games,
lonely.
I feel like
Are you married?
I actually own a copy of the game.
Fleeting strangers.
Unlike on Steam,
I don't get on
or
very well with
just
women.
renting
You might
it,
be surprised
basically.
to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see
Banter.
seasoned professional.
me
Let's not
let me
talk
check the
about
chat
the scar.
while I
It was caused by
drive my ass over.
problematic woman.
Well, she
Don't know
got
how
you
long
good.
they take. He buys
Terribly
them after they're
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week?
I think it's been like
It's not
2 weeks.
that light of a wound.
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. That's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
In fact, there he is, the monarch, in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
We did it.
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens.
Forgot,
Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Chronicles of Riddick on PC.
Yes, I'm sorry
I
to
thought
say
that game
it
was
is.
like exclusive
Indeed.
to the original Xbox.
And that's why this case is our problem.
But I recently
There really
bought
isn't
it,
any
and
need
I'm
for
not
you
talking
to
about
get
like
too
Dark
involved.
Athena or anything, but I mean like the actual Chronicles of Riddick on PC. I gotta check that out to see if it works. Cause I remember liking that game when I first played it. There was like that one point where you get thrown into that like pit thing, and there's like all those fucking mutant people down there. That shit was.
Hello,
that
Sheriff.
shit scared me.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Actually, the Riddick universe in
Nice to
general
meet
has
you,
always
Mr.
kind of
FBI
been
agent.
interesting to me.
The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI
I would say it's
Special
definitely one of the
Agent
more
Francis York
underrated
Morgan.
fucking
But how did you know I was FBI?
sci-fi film series out
Easy.
there.
None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Although I wasn't like the
Rumors
biggest fan
get
of their most
exaggerated as
recent
they
film.
spread.
I don't
Even
know,
in
it,
the
felt
countryside.
a bit too much like a retread of fucking Pitch Black.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl.
And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry,
thought it
I
was
shouldn't have
clever
said
that
that.
they made York
With
talk
Anna
to
dead and
player
all.
using,
Don't worry.
player using Zach. Which
Books are
film?
written to
Sorry, I missed
entertain.
that.
It's good
My
you're
butt was
enjoying
being a
it.
butt.
What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed
Fuck.
in the real world.
I literally just
Much
forgot what
different from
fucking
that of
film I
novel.
was talking about.
So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Ah, wow. Okay. No, I'm an idiot. What was I just talking about? Oh no, fucking Riddick. God damn it, I'm stupid. The Riddick series. I was talking about I own Chronicles of Riddick on the PC because I was surprised by that they actually owned there was a PC version. If I was like an Xbox original exclusive, and it's not a Dark Phoenix. And yeah, I was talking about Pitch Black. I was saying that the Riddick series is definitely one of the more underrated sci-fi series out there. And oh yeah, let me save. I like Roderick. Pitch Black is still one of the, still the best in the series. Yeah. I'm not saying the most recent one was bad or anything. It's just I don't know. I wasn't a fan. It felt like they were trying to do a remake of fucking Pitch Black with that one.
We couldn't find him.
Fucking auto.
Fiona needs to check her information.
Welcome to
No,
my
I don't think so.
world.
Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer.
I thought
And
Riddick
a
was
card
better
key
than
already
Chronicles
set in
of
place.
Riddick, but only marginally.
The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
I wouldn't say
It's a
that.
simple puzzle. Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Okay. Okay. King passes rook, beats bishop, knight takes pawn, queen. There. Hard puzzle. They're both thrown 4 out of 5.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
I'd give a fucking...
Another code?
I
But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games.
I was gonna say, like, I would
I'm
give
going to get
fucking
Fiona to call Usha up here
Riddick
right
3.
now.
I would give fucking...
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key.
And, like,
It's telling us where to
Chronicles.
use it.
I mean, Pitch
This
Black
is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous
That's out of
architect
5,
this
by
little
the way.
game.
Not out of 10.
Nah.
Have you moved into the next room or something? No? Still the same room as always. Why? This is a different time of day, so if you're like hearing noises outside or something. Because it's usually busier. Because like I live next to a hospice. Or like a place that supplies a hospice in like a... Not mechanic. Yeah, like a mechanic kind of deal thing. You sound like you're talking from the other end of a drainage pipe. Oh. I think it's because I'm sometimes looking away from the microphone, which I shouldn't fucking do. Maybe if I... Hold on. Just kind of wiggling this around. Is it still bad? Ooh, nice camera. No, that's better. Okay. Okay, that was weird.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Usha Johnson.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well,
I
Agent
can't remember
York.
the last time I fucking streamed this early.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place.
Actually, I'm gonna
Tell me, what time did it
stop around here? I'm just a bit tired, and I actually really need to eat, because I woke up a few hours ago and still haven't eaten, so I'll probably stream Monday or so, maybe even, like, I wouldn't say Sunday, because I have work then, but most likely Monday for the return of David Cage. Fucking Heavy Rain. So, I'll see you guys around then. Anyways, bye.